Te voy a decir un poema de un amigo anarquista, para que me entiendas. Norberto, el autor. Puedo ser camisa, puedo ser bolsillo, puedo ser corbata o un calzoncillo, puedo ser remera, puedo ser cordones, puedo ser chaleco o unos tiradores, pero nunca un botón.
By sinking the Sheffield, the Argentinian Air Force had proved it could stop the task force in its tracks. Something had to be done.
My name is Sid Edwards. I was a wing commander at the time of the Falklands War. I was mowing the lawn in my little house in the Thames Valley when my wife threw the kitchen window open and said, "Darling, there's an air marshal wants to talk to you from London." I answered the phone and he said, "How long will it take you to get to Northwood?" And I said, "About an hour, sir." And he said, "Well, make it 45 minutes, I'll be there at the main gate."
When Sidney Edwards met his boss, Ken Hare, at Northwood, he was offered an unusual mission.
There were more senior officers than I've ever seen in my life. And then Ken Hare had said, Wing Commander Sid Edwards is going to be going out to Chile. That was the first time I'd heard that I was going to Chile. And so I was a bit surprised, to say the least.
For the first time, Sid Edwards talks about his cloak and dagger mission to help protect the task force from Argentinian bombers.
The cooperation I got in Chile was absolutely first class. I was dealing with the Commander-in-Chief of the Chilean Air Force, working directly with President Pinochet.
Britain, now in bed with a dictatorship almost as brutal as the Argentine junta, negotiated access to vital radar warnings of impending Argentine air attacks.
I discovered that the radar cover from Punta Arenas, which is in the south of Chile, gave very good cover of the Argentinian airfields in the south of their country. And I thought that would be very good if we could get that information as live as we could directly to the fleet.
To pass this intelligence on in time, an SAS team armed with one of Bucky Barris's new portable satellite telephones slipped into Chile.
Our soldiers, using their satellites, were able to give a warning of Argentine aircraft heading for the Falkland Islands to hit the fleet. And that allowed the Harrier to be in position when the Argentine Air Force arrived. So in a way, it was a war-winning capability.
Chile's secret contribution didn't stop there.
Well, I was asked if we could base a Nimrod intelligence gathering aircraft in Chile. I passed this request on to the Chilean Air Force, and they said, yes, you may, but you can't put it on mainland Chile.
So Sid helped put the RAF spy plane onto a Chilean island in the Pacific to eavesdrop on Argentine air movements. Many of the skilled Argentine pilots still got through, but at least now there were warnings of some of the raids.
I personally believe, and it's been confirmed by people with much more knowledge than me, that without this information we would have lost the war.